on this episode of Bot versus Con.
Well, you should go watch this video then. I think that'd be really interesting since you just watched it.
Yeah, I probably will do that. The bot modes are okay. The alt modes, I think the lion looks better than the Triceratops.
I actually like this
color.
army green color.
I have mixed feelings. I think the bot mode looks good.
And we got some other pictures that we'll talk about, but what do you think about these?
Why?
This is an amazing deal. And they did some modifications, like they took away the front tires. They made some tires move up. If you look, his torso section is elongated. They gave him a different head that you could put the mask up or down. They did a lot to this figure.
Yep. They both look good. Yep. Let me just go ahead and keep looking.
Oh, he's
down
ordering it right now.
Nope. Let me turn my phone over.
Here. We have the Bruticus too.
Damn, my mind went down the mask road when I saw that. I just love the details and the paint on his chest and everything. I think they did a phenomenal job with this one. I think this looks good in the bot mode. The bot win them all kind of purchases.
Definitely not. I'm good with the pterodactyl.
You can definitely tell how small it's going to be. And then you can tell how big O1 Studio is going to be.
This is Bot versus Con. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
Welcome back, Transformers fans. As always, I'm James the Con.
And I'm Bobby the Bot.
And this is Bot vs. Con, where your voice is heard. And I'm still wearing red because of the holiday season. We are recording this after Christmas, but everything's still up in my house, so it still feels like that. What about you, Bobby? Do you have all of your decorations up? Do you have your Transformer Christmas tree behind you to the left?
Yeah, that's my Transformers Christmas tree.
You should put lights around it. It's big enough.
It would be. It would probably cause the power to go out in the house. You know? But yeah, all of our decorations are still up. I don't put them up. I don't take them down. So they'll be up until somebody else takes them down. And yeah, they enjoy doing that. The family enjoys doing that stuff. So, but yeah, so I'll be drinking some tea.
Yes.
The Grinch took my voice after Santa brought it back, and now I'm kind of in a tug of war
right now.
Yeah.
You know, so that happens. We do want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. If you know it's a little bit late, but still, and have a Happy New Year. We'll still be on for that. Before we get into some updates, first, big shout out to the Chosen Prime. So we'll see if they have a holiday exclusive lined up. So stay tuned for that. We will be showing that off if they have one. Also to our members, thank you so much for joining us on this journey. We had a lot of fun on the members live, the pre-holiday members live. And for all of our subscribers, thank you so much. You're the reason why we do this. If you haven't subbed already, go ahead and hit the sub button. The live will not be this weekend. It will be next weekend for our hauls. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have our interview with Robosin at Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern time. So send in your questions so we can get that over to Logan, and we'll have some fun with that. Also, it is our end of the year fan appreciation, so please send in any cosplays, fan art, customs, whatever you guys have. We have a backlog of them, so we're going to be showing them off all at once, hopefully mid-January, so stay tuned for that. And you can just email that to botversuscon@gmail.com. And lastly, our holiday shirt is up. So if you guys want to go snag a Guardian t-shirt, which I think Bobby has right next to him, go ahead and go to, here, I'll put up the, where is it? There it is. Go ahead and go to our store. It should be the first things. It's the Holiday 2025 exclusive. We have hoodies available as well. And if you guys want a long sleeve or anything, let us know. We're pretty flexible. We could put it on almost anything. With that, I think we're ready to get into the news. What do you say, Bobby?
One more thing. The Robosin interview is going to be live, so you can tune in for that as well. So we'll put the link up, and hopefully everyone can join us if you haven't sent in your questions or anything like that. But yeah, so join us Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern, and we will be talking about everything Robosin, including that new Soundwave. And maybe
I think that's going to take the majority of the conversation, but stay tuned for that. And while you're waiting, Bobby, go pick up some stuff at A3U's Boxing Week sale.
Huh? Ages 3 and up. What are they doing? Boxing Week sale. What does that mean?
So I think Boxing Day is a popular thing. Not where I'm from, but in California. I don't know if it's in the U.S., but I know Canada, it's very popular. It's kind of like Black Friday. But what's cool about them is they had some really interesting bundles. So they had like an Ages of Prime starter pack, because I kind of perused it, where you got Micronus, what's her name? Solus, and the Alchemist and stuff. And it was a 4-pack, and it was like $90 for like a Voyager and 3 Deluxe. Alpha Trion was the other one. And I was like, oh, that's a pretty good price, you know? So they do have some really good deals. And I think that's what Hasbro should really do with putting bundles together. That would just be interesting, like kind of pseudo box sets. But really cool type of stuff. Go check them out. Very nice people over there. We've met them at a few TF cons at this point. So go support friends.
Yeah, that's really cool. I do like that idea. And at that price for the set, maybe I could, if I would have gotten it, I would have probably sold off some of the other figures. But that's a good price. That's probably that's a better price. I would actually be okay with that price.
And it was $120 before, which I haven't done the math, but I'm like, that seems not horrible as well. But go check them out.
Yeah.
Next up, this is weird. I wasn't expecting to talk about lost media on our channel, but I guess there's deleted scenes from the Cosmic Rust episode that they were found. I guess part of the material comes from the writer and production coordinator, Paul Davids, and they looked at the lost media from the episode, which is actually really cool. I mean, lost media is something that I've watched YouTube videos on for years, so it's kind of cool that Transformers has its own. I know there was other ones, but at least it has a new one that was just found.
I feel like I've had Cosmic Rust for the last couple weeks, and shout out to Big M and Big Bob Bodega. I think we've all been kind of going through it, and anybody else that's been sick, lately. I think we've had a case of the Cosmic Rust, but I actually just watched this episode like 2 nights ago, and I actually liked this episode. It was actually a really good episode. So, yeah, when I saw this, I was like, are they reading my mind? Are they following what I'm doing here?
Well, you should go watch this video then. I think that'd be really interesting since you just watched it.
Yeah, I probably will do that.
Next up, we have another Beast Wars character coming in to voice actor to come in, which we have Pterosaur as well. I think that's so that's Starscream in Beast Wars 2? Yeah, and Starscream. Yeah. That's who it is. And then he was also some Decepticons in the Energon era, so Tidal Wave and Mirage. Very cool. I like all those characters. So, very neat.
Yeah. Make sure you bring them over to get signed. Because I know you have these characters.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I don't have anything in boxes of any of these characters.
That's okay. You can sign the figure.
Okay. All right. Well, I will keep my mailbox open. Send me one, and I'll be sure to do that. Next, David K. Did his holiday address for 2025, which he's been doing, I believe, for a while. And Gary Chalk, we talked about, I believe, on the last show. So it's very cool that Optimus Primal and Megatron are both doing those, if you like those things.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was doing this. And so
we've talked about it on the show last year and whatnot, but I'm not into the voice actors, no offense, so I don't keep track of these things.
I didn't know he was doing this. No, it's pretty cool. This is a lot of people's Megatron, and so I get it.
And Optimus.
And Optimus, it wasn't mine, but again, I think for any generation of Transformer fans, when you can have this, it's really cool. And to see that the voice actors are still engaged with the community is still cool.
Yes, and on a bit of a sad note, it sucks that Peter Cullen was Optimus when he was, because the internet wasn't around in like the 90s or whatnot, so he couldn't do this. He probably would have, and I know that was just a thought that went through my mind. But very cool that David's still able to do it, so go check him out. I believe he's going to be at TFCon as well.
Yeah.
Let's get into some leaks. We already talked about this, but it's still, you're rubbing your hands together like you're going to buy it. But we haven't been officially announced, so it's technically a leak. And it's the Rodimus, which we did talk about on the Members Live. And this is via Icon of Iacon on eBay. And there's everything it comes with. I think the figure still looks good. I like that one of the comments, excuse me, I don't remember which one, said that they got rid of the little yellow tab on the top of the car mode, and that does help it streamline it completely. I think that looks great. Still's got the yellow knees, though. I don't know about the yellow on the wrists. That kind of breaks up the car mode as well, like on the side. But if that's what he's supposed to look like in bot mode, that's more important, in my opinion. But yeah, it looks good. I want to see what the price point is at this. I also think the Matrix is pretty cool, but that's just because I have the first version. If this was the only version I would get, I'd be like, seriously, you're giving me an all blue Matrix and it's not painted like the other one? And they got rid of the blast effects, which I thought were really, really neat for this, both on the Matrix and on the exhaust pipes. So they took those out too. And I'm like, couldn't just throw those in with everything, depending on the price point. But I'm happy I got the one I wanted, the red one with the blast effects and all that, and the painted Matrix. But this is still a good figure. If you really want this, go pick it up. Yeah.
Good looking figure. Accessories are trash.
Oh, which ones?
The new ones that they put in here.
Okay. Not the. I was like, the guns looked good still in my book.
Yeah. I mean, I think if, as you started off with, if this was the only version that was available, got it. But I thought that they did such a good job with the initial release with the blast effects for the Matrix. That looked really cool for when he opens it, whatever. That brought it to light. Pun intended and not intended. I thought the blast effects for the pipes were cool as well. I think they did a great job, getting rid of that 5mm port on the hood. I mean, that was something we talked about on the.
Did it have that?
Or not on the hood, on the on top of the.
I don't think it had a 5mm port. It was just there was
yellow
a tab that was yellow.
Oh, I thought it had. For some reason, I thought this had I thought that was okay. So my bad.
Yeah, no. But still, it's a good job that they fixed that color.
Yeah, maybe I was thinking it was a tab because of the color, but I think that the shield and the sword are nice, but I think I would have preferred the other items more. I do think that that the shield and the sword is a little symbolic of the movie, so those look good. The fishing pole, it literally looks like something that my 3D printer jammed and made something, and there's no color on it, which again I understand, but it just looks like a piece of plastic. So I say this with the thought that the price tag is going to be extremely out of content to what you're getting.
Well, let's say it's a Voyager. Would $43 still be too much for this before tax?
$43, fine. I would say it's okay, because if I didn't have, I wouldn't buy it. I would say it's okay for people. Yeah, for people who missed it and need to get it. $43 is a price point that we're just kind of seeing more common now. So, and this is a good figure. Like the actual bot and alt mode is really good. The transformation is fun. So $43, ouch, but okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be more expensive.
I do too.
Hope it's not, but I think this is going to be a leader class price point at $60, which, yeah, I mean, those that I don't like the sword, even if it's accurate. I don't remember. I don't know if they did a Megatron sword to this. You know how they messed that one up.
It's when he was sparring with the drone.
That's what I thought. It looks more like a kendo sword than it does a fighting sword.
Right.
And it's fine. I like the blast effects way better.
Yeah, and I'm not a blast effects person per se. I just thought that they really did well with this one.
They were specific.
They were specific. They were customized. Yes.
Exactly. They weren't just pack-ins that you could put with any character. They were meant for this figure, and that's what's cool. Now the interchangeability with everybody else is cool too, but that was really cool with this one.
Yep.
Well, let us know what you think of this. We have looked at the leaks way before with Hound and all that's going to be coming out with Target, so nothing new on that front, but we're actually seeing these figures. And let me know, when are they going to show this off? Because Hasbro still hasn't said anything.
Well, they said that they were not going to be doing the YouTube shows anymore, or they were cutting down on it. It was something that they were looking to do more of.
They weren't going to do PulseCon.
PulseCons, that's what it is. Yeah.
So who knows? Well, maybe this will still be canceled like it originally was.
I do like this color
a while ago. So I think it looks good, and I hope for the sake of everybody that wants a hot rod, and it seems like a lot of people want this, so I hope it comes.
A lot of people missed out, and it's addressing the scalper side of it, and so instead Hasbro scalping their own product.
I wonder if you can call it scalping at that point. Let us know the definition of scalping below, and we'll be right back with Just Announced. Let's get into Just Announced, and we're going to start off with Wild King Dragon Knight Energy Beasts. I believe these are Spirituon and Ignite Leo.
I think that these actually look pretty good for what they are.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like the colors. I don't like, but I like. It's different. It's so different that I'm like, that's actually kind of interesting. It's not something I would run out and grab or anything like that. But I think that the bot modes are okay. The alt modes. I think the lion looks better than the Triceratops. I don't know why. Well, the back legs for one, I think. But
in animal mode.
Yeah.
Mode? Oh, okay, I was looking at the bot modes.
Yeah, the bot modes look fine. It just they almost have like that Rock Lord, those Rock Lord figures that Transformers made a couple years ago. They kind of bring me into that a little bit, but they're fine. This is not something that I would be grabbing for my collection, but I still think it looks good. We talked about those 5mm ports. I just don't like them all over the figures.
On these, it makes sense.
On these, it does, but I just don't like it still.
Yeah, that's okay. I think the Triceratops actually looks better because I love that teal with black and gold. It just really kind of goes together in a unique, different way, while the lion's just blue and gold. Okay, whoop-de-doo. It's kind of normal. So I think that's kind of unique and cool. Let's move on to the other two, where I believe this is Leafback and Thunderbeak. At least they got real names this time. And I think these look great. I think these are better than the other two. I really like the bright green of Leafback. I think that looks really cool, especially with the black, and it looks nice. And I love the rock ground. You'd be like a ground type Pokemon. The brown and the gold and the black just really look nice on the pterodactyl.
I like the leaf, whatever his name is. I think they did a really good job with the animal head on that as well. I think the colors blend together pretty cool. The pterodactyl, it gives me a little bit of a pelican, face on the alt mode. But I think these do look better than the first two. They're interesting for what they are.
Yeah. I do think the Pelican, as you called him, looks good or really good to me because that chest piece is a different color. It's orange. And I think if each one of them had a different one, like the green one could maybe be a see-through green, the blue could be like a cyan and maybe a red for the other one, or whatever the case may be, I think these would pop a lot more than what they do.
Yeah, and even on the previous ones, I was surprised that you liked the pterodactyl, or not the Triceratops, because it had like the gold, which I was fine with, but then it had like the orange and gold, and it was just kind of like random,
Yeah, all of these are a little random.
Yeah,
and that's because they need gold to go with World Dragonis.
Yeah. This is
I will be talking more about this later. Stay tuned. I don't like this combined mode. I wish all of them were purple and maroon and black and whatever, because these random colors aren't doing it for me.
Well, and it looks like he has a gold chain on. Like he got the Flavor Flav or Mr. T starter kit on, and see like this gold chain on him, and kind of all around his arms and his chest or whatever. I don't know this character at all, so I don't know.
So I was actually looking into it because of this, and I guess Nemesis Prime reveals himself to be this character.
Wow.
But I don't know anything else about it. So yeah, I could be wrong. I could have been misreading stuff. So take it on a grain of salt.
He did some hellified makeup work to go from this to looking like Nemesis Prime.
But it is what it is, and I think these are not meant for adults. I think a kid that was like 10 years old, this would be so much fun for them. So.
And wait a minute, does he not have hands, or the
I think like the legs or hands and stuff.
Yeah, this would definitely be a pass for me, but I think these look good though for what they are.
Next up, YOLO Park showed a development update video. I don't remember ever talking about this, but here's a development update video of Beast Wars Optimus Primal. You could see the pistons move. It has hands, as an ab crunch. I actually like this army green color. It's actually kind of unique and cool, and I know you probably like it too.
I was like, oh, okay, here we go. Let's get this in a transforming version.
Right?
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, the figure looks fine. It looks like all the other YOLO Parks. I have nothing to add to that.
No, I don't either. I was really hoping it was this color.
Yeah, and transformed.
Not
a Transformer, but we got Takara Tomi's Toy Rise Mecha Genesis, Mospeada, another Genesis. I know you collect these figures too, so
I have one.
Well, look at this guy.
It looks interesting. I really like the colors. It's a hodgepodge of different colors that go into it, but I kind of like it. I'm interested. It will probably be more than I'm willing to spend, and I only say that because the motorcycles were what I really liked from the show, and so these are fine, but it's still kind of interesting.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think it looks good. I like the colors. I like that lance gun thing that he has. It's just unique looking, but totally outside of my wheelhouse, but it is interesting. And with it being Takara, I'd be scared of how much this is going to be.
Yeah, I spent a lot for the bike I bought, and that was definitely an impulse buy, and I don't want to make impulse buys like that again. Okay. But yeah, I said I don't want to. I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I don't want to. But this one going in, probably, I don't know. I want to see how big it is. I want to see if it matches up to the size of the bike I got. I would expect it to be bigger, for me to consider it. But yeah, it still looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it does. Next up, we got Void Rivals issue number 26. I'm just so sad because of these poor baby Sharkticons getting beat up.
Hell, they need it.
No, they're so cute. There's not a thought behind those big eyes.
Um,
And what is Adam Warlock from, what is it, Guardians of the Galaxy doing in this?
That's funny. That cover looks really dope, though.
It's very well done, the art for it, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. And typically I would say I would go with the middle one first, but that one on the far right, it looks so unique and so different from all the other covers. I think I'm going to hunt out that one. I also like the way that they did the colors on the wording and things. Like the Quintesson War and the others, it's kind of like the same color, but this one is different. I really like the way that one looks, so I think that's the one I'm gonna go for.
It is very nice, so go pick it up. Next up, we've got via Weibo user, some weapons accessories for the Blokees Defenders Wave 6.
I just seeing these little rubber ducks and the toothbrush. I still don't remember that. If it was from the comic or if it's from the show.
No, it's from the cartoon. He's brushing, because he has the mouth and he's brushing the teeth.
Yeah, I don't remember that episode at all, but it's cute. I think these are cute little weapon accessory kit.
Yeah, exactly. I love the mace. Always like my Optimus Primal to have a mace. That, as a kid, that was so cool. You know what I mean? So yeah, very interesting.
Yeah, it was different with a Prime.
Yeah, exactly. And I just wonder if it fits in his forearm. Next up, we got Newage Toys Dick. I guess they're not renaming these anymore, and it's H71Y.
I have mixed feelings. I think the bot mode looks good. I think what they did with the I'm struggling here. The red and the black on the legs, it looks like it was hand painted by someone. It doesn't look like it's smooth and clear. It could just be the picture, but it doesn't look like it's very.
It could also be hand painted because
that's what it looks like.
So
yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like it was hand painted. The alt mode, I was digging it until I saw the tabs on the windshield. That's such a big windshield, and when you break it up that way, it just kills it for me. But I really like the colors on it, though. I think that the grayish black and yellow look really good, or like the faded black. I think it looks really, really good.
I have to agree. I don't know, obviously, where those pieces on the windshield go in bot mode, but I wish they would have just molded them in that gray plastic. I think that would have looked so much better. But I think it looks fine. I mean, it's Tigertracks. There's not much to say.
Right. Yeah. It looks good, but yeah, I just, man, it just throws me off.
Mm-hmm. And for being the size of a Hot Wheel, it is actually pretty cool. They could transform this cleanly.
Yeah,
Let's keep it going, and I got this up for you. It's a checklist of all the Newage figures. I know you can't see it, so you'll have to look at it, but you got to go ahead and get more check marks on this, Bobby.
This is the reason that I didn't go down the path of doing Legends when I said I was a dabbler for so long.
All those little dots, I know you guys probably can't see it on the screen, but every dot is a figure, and Bobby needs to catch up.
I mean, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's 160 on the first part. Yeah, so that's 320 figures right there.
There you go, Bobby.
Yeah, not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. If I would have got in early, maybe, but I don't know if no.
Well, we know that he'll at least have 3 of the Menasors when those come out. Moving on to these weirdos, we've got Toyota AE86 and Mercedes-Benz G63 transforming robots. They're calling them KOs, but I don't think they're knockoffs. I think they're their own molds, if I'm not mistaken. And we got some other pictures that we'll talk about, but what do you think about these?
What?
I like them too. I like them too.
I think they did a really good job on them. You know, I hate to keep throwing up the price point, but you know, if these are 30 bucks, something like that, no, you know, 40 bucks, okay. Are these, you know, probably chug scale? I'm thinking 40 bucks, no. 30 bucks probably, you know, as well. But I like the vehicles. I like the Benz more so than anything because I don't have one in my collection. So that's what got me. And they look good. They look good in alt mode and in bot mode. Like the bot modes look really clean. Yeah.
No, you can't tell they're cheaper. They have like fists on their hands and gaps and stuff. I'm assuming it's the Toyota, which is the more like the drift car from what we just got. Right. I like that one better. I just think in the bot mode, it just looks cool. It looks like Prowl, but not like Prowl. Like it looks, that could be Autobot 1, 2, 3, 4 in the G1 cartoon. You know what I mean? In the background. The Mercedes-Benz looks nice, but he has all that stuff on his back. And it's not my favorite. But they showed this, which is a timeline of this company. I remember the one in the center at 2016 popping up at like DD's discounts and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken. But, you know, yeah. And here are some more images of it, which, you know, probably be posed a little bit better. But he might come with a diorama.
I doubt that he comes with a diorama. That would be very dope if it did. I would definitely be more inclined to pick it up if it did. But I like the way he looks. I'm with you. He looks more like, you know, a evil Prowl. This is Prowl's
and it could be
a twin brother, or you know, that took on a different alt mode or something. You know, something like that. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And then they showed off the Mercedes-Benz, and I think that's the same. Maybe it's no, it's the same figure. Maybe it has a different chest. In black too. So looks like you might have 2 or 3 of these in your collection.
Hey, depending on the cost, I might be in.
Yeah, I personally like it in the black better. I just think, at least in these pictures, it looks more finished. The white looks a little cheap in these pictures. But that could all be lighting and digital enhancements and all that stuff.
Going for an Arctic white Benz.
Yeah. And I will say the base that is on this one is different than the other one. They might come with them.
That I would like that actually if they did. And it looks like there's some ridges on the sides and on the front. Maybe they connect together. Mm-hmm. I'd be in for, you know. And it looks like, I don't know. Well, this one, his hand doesn't look like or am I looking at it wrong? Does his right hand look like the black one? Does it look like a closed fist, or does it look like a
closed fist? No, but it looked like a closed fist on the other one.
Yeah. So I'm interested. I am interested.
Me too. This caught me off guard though. This is Byway Toys TW 1036 Team Leader. It's already coming soon, but I put it in just announced because I didn't see it before. So it's only $33.
That's right up your alley.
Which is less than Hasbro's at $35, or it'd be $43 now. And it includes a modified DNA set, which is $65 normally. So this is an amazing deal. And they did some modifications, like they took away the front tires. They made some tires move up. If you look, his torso section is elongated. They gave him a different head that you could put the mask up or down. They did a lot to this figure. And before we get to the next slide, do you have anything to say about this?
I think it looks fine.
Yeah, I think it looks much better than Hasbro's because of the torso. And I got pictures of Hasbro's just to compare the two. And yeah, they lengthened the torso.
Definitely.
And to me, that does wonders for this
It looks
figure. I think that's
more
one
screen
of
accurate.
my main complaints when we first saw this is I'm like, it needs a torso. He's all chest. And I think, you know, I have the Nemesis Prime right here. This one looks better because it's in all black. Motormaster looks better too.
Yeah, this one looks more screen accurate to me from what I remember.
So if you're an animated fan, I would 100% recommend picking this up. Like we said, it's $33. If they do a Nemesis Prime repaint, for $33, I will be interested. Motormaster repaint, I'll be interested at $33. You know, I think they did a great job with this. And here's the alt modes, and they look just as good as you would expect them to.
Wow. You know, my gripe is the pegged on wheels, but I
at least they all match.
That's true. I do think this does look a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can see at the bottom where the first wheel is, how it moves up compared to like this. So this wheel comes up.
I got you.
And they got rid of these sixth wheel.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
Yeah. I'm was shocked when I saw the price. So go pre-order it while you can before that increases.
Or it sells out, because we know you're gonna buy like 6 of them.
Don't be telling people my secrets. One for every color. Now, if they did a Toxitron repaint from BotCon, 6 of them. 6 of them. That's all I'm going to say. We'll be right back with the updates.
Yep.
Moving into the updates, we're going to start with Bobby's favorite collection that he started. Thank you, Sinstar Alpha. And that is the Galaxies, and this is version 9, The Darkest Hour. I think this set is so up your alley, it's not even funny. I think you'd be happy with every single one of these.
Yeah, it's a good looking set. I'm just gonna look down here. Yep, it's a good looking set. Yep, that Megatron looks really good. Yep, the Mirage looks really good. Yep, Triplicon. Yep, I'm just gonna keep looking.
I mean, and what trips me out on this is the RC looks like completely new pieces. So let's look at that a little closer. She had her back pauldrons, whatever they're called, in the last picture, but I guess they took them off for this one. I was not expecting a completely new mold for RC, and I think they did a great job. And I love the picture of the half and half Prime and Megatron fighting. I think that Prime was from the last wave. It looks very cool.
Yep, they both look good. Yep. Let's go ahead and keep looking.
Oh, he's ordering it right now.
Nope, let me turn my phone over. Yep, looks good. Don't need any peer pressure here. Nope.
Yep, go pick them up. Tell them in the comments how much he needs to pick these things up, because this set, I don't think there's one he doesn't want.
Yeah, they look good. They do look good. I'm just gonna have to I'm ordering. I have too much stuff that I've ordered already, and Blokees is not going to make it into my my financial plan for 2026. I do think they look great though. They look amazing, and this is the gateway drug that I'm definitely saying no to.
Yeah. And they're getting better and better, honestly, as they
are, and they keep coming out with more and more. And I'm like, how is it that you keep coming out with more stuff? Like,
and you talk about them continuing to do stuff. And let me find it right here. We have the Bruticus too.
Damn, this looks better. These pictures look better than the last pictures we talked about earlier this week. Don't me. No. Oh no. I think this looks really, really good. This looks 10 times better than what we talked about the previous, like I said, the last week. Damn. Stop it with the uh-ohs. No.
You have this Devastator. I do agree with you. These pictures look way better than when we first saw it. The chest still looks weird, but it doesn't look horrible like the last pictures made it look like. So, yeah, I think you need to go pick this up.
I bet you do think I need to pick it up. No, it's not happening. I like it, though. I actually like the chest more because it brings in the colors from Blast Off and Swindle, that pink in the legs, and
I didn't think about Swindle. Okay, yeah, I see it.
It brings out those colors in, and it meshes very well. Yeah, I think this looks really good.
Go get it. Let's move on to this, and we have the Oddly Alpha Action Mega Studio Ox Optimus.
This is another drug. This is like, yeah, I have not gotten any of these, and I'm staying away from these. These are dangerous here. These have the aesthetics that I would like on my shelf, and that's why I have to stay away from these, because this could get me in the rabbit hole of collecting non-transforming figures.
Yeah, I think this looks good. This is the giant one. If you remember, it's like 18 inches tall, I believe. 14 inches tall. I just really don't like the butt wheels. It doesn't transform already. You could just leave those out completely and nobody would say anything. Because that's not where Optimus has his wheels anyways, unless he's going to start twerking. You know?
It's like, no, what happens is when he passes gas, they spin to get the funk away.
Okay. I was thinking he twerks and then they spin, but
oh yeah,
tomato.
Maybe a little bit of both
at the same time. Let us know what you think about this and why Bobby should get it.
Not me.
Next up, we have the Stranger Things collab.
All right, so two things that I'm going to say about this. I didn't know. I haven't watched the show. My older daughter and my brother-in-law were actually talking about Stranger Things, and I guess the new season has just started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know any of the characters or anything about that, but I saw Hawkins Hitmaker, and the first thing I thought about is Robosin and their Machina line with the Matt Hawkins.
You mean robot toy?
No, I said Robosin. Ramen toys.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes, Ramen toys. And then with saying that Mask has a van called Volcano, I believe that's like this. And so my mind went down the Mask road when I saw that. Back to this, I think this looks like a good figure. It looks like old school Hasbro, actually. You know, it I don't know if we've mentioned that before, but it looks like some of the figures we were getting like 5-6 years ago, which is a good thing. It looks like a solid figure. I still don't understand the chicken gun thing and don't like that either, but I think the alt mode looks great. I think the bot mode looks good. I will be picking this up.
Oh, really? For $56?
No, not for $56. I will be picking this up
on sale. I'll pick it up on sale too. I think this looks good, just like you. I want to give a look. I want to focus our look at the alt mode, because that paint all over it looks so good. That hawk detail in the front with the pinstripes and the 3 colors going to the back with a WSQK, whatever that means. I think it's very clean. And if the retail ones look this good, because this one has the stamp on the top,
right?
I think this is going to look very, very nice. The bot mode still looks good. It looks a little bit boring, and I don't really like how the arms are connected, how they're very far away, and you can see like inside. Yeah, and that's giving me an vibe. But I do think this looks really good. I hate the chicken, but I don't understand the chicken. I watched season 1 of Stranger Things. I never went back to it. It's just not my cup of tea. It's too long with all the episodes. With my mind, I'm on to the next thing already. But I think this figure does look good. They had a transfer. I don't know if you watched the video. It kind of showed the transformation, and it looks fine. But yeah, go pick it up if you want it. It looks good. I'll definitely wait for a sale, and if it doesn't go on sale, I won't be missing anything. Personally.
Yeah, I'm only going to pick this up on sale. But this is also saying that we'll definitely be getting a mystery machine and probably an A-Team van out of this.
That's not a guarantee, because they don't reuse the collab figures.
I can see them doing it.
I could
There's
see them
always a-
doing it, but I don't know because Stranger Things, Netflix, whoever owns Stranger Things, might have a hold on this mold.
Well, I mean, they
I don't know the legality behind it. You know what I mean? I don't know what the contract says.
well,
I
they
can
kind of
see them doing that though, saying this
Yeah.
is our mold. You cannot use it for anything else but Stranger Things.
I just think they'll retool it a little bit, and
Again, I think there would have to be a completely new mold.
which I think is perfectly fine as well, because it doesn't the Back to the Future, the DeLorean.
But that is already based on an existing Transformer.
No, okay.
Like
So-
if Hasbro came out with a van, and then
then-
they made
yeah.
Stranger Things from that and missed. Okay, cool, got it. But I think this mold might only be for Stranger Things. You get what I mean?
I no, I do get what you're saying. I don't work behind the scenes in the legal department for them. I think that they could definitely use this, and again, make it an A-Team or Mystery Machine, if not both, and who knows, probably even just tweak it a little bit, and then come back out with another version of the Turtle van.
Yeah. You know, go ahead and make it a Scooby Snacks box instead of 8-track machine. But this does look really good. Let us know if you're going to be picking it up. Next up, we have YOLO Park. We already looked at these figures. These are much better images than the leaks that I think they were leaks that we saw before, but go pick them up if you want them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. These are much better leaks, or excuse me, better pictures. I'm still saying no, but I definitely think they look better, much better.
And here's more of them. Go pick them up if you want them. To me, these aren't as tempting as the Blockies.
They're not. Yeah, but they do look good. And actually, the Ratchet and Ironhide look really good. The chest, I like the smaller chest on them.
Yeah,
They
I agree.
look really
And
good.
that clear Megatron as well. I like that it's a different shade of purple than what we have been seeing. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Blockies, here's even more of them for you to pick up.
No. I'm not gonna. No, stop it. I say right now. Yeah, I think these look good. This is your realm here. Look at all those Beast Wars characters in there, and that Nemesis in there,
Oh my God!
or
it's not Nemesis,
Shatterglass. Excuse me.
Yeah, but they're still Ultra Magnus, Perceptor, and
you like Perceptor. That's your.
I do like
you love-
Perceptor, but I wouldn't get one
Yeah.
that doesn't transform. And Astro Train.
I'll take the
and-
Astro Train off of you. There you go. Boom.
Okay,
Go
that's
ahead
going to
and
be $50. So that sounds like I like that, Bobby. Let me order this. I'll send you the Astro Train. You send me $50. Better yet, just buy it for me and just send it to me, and I'll send you the Astro Train.
I'll send you the receipt.
Yeah, no, these all look really good. I'm good. I would rather just get transforming figures of these. If they were sold individually, I would be more interested. But since it's a box set,
I mean, you can buy them individually. You just have to figure out which.
if I
ones
could buy
have
them individually and know which one I'm getting, I
There
might
you go.
want a cute little dinosaur. But
Yeah. I hate blind boxes. It's like all or nothing.
Bunby Studios showed off their Matrix Buster. Not much new to see except it's in physical 3D space, and it looks good. If this is what it's supposed to look like, I don't know. I'm assuming it is because Bunby Studios does great work, and it looks good.
I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to be or anything. It looks interesting to say the least. I don't get it, but I'm sure there's some fans out there that can enlighten us on where this comes from, how it works, and all that other jazz. It's get it if you want it.
Yep. Next up, we have Bobby's favorite Xtransbots MX-25 Maydas, which is Camshaft.
Wow. They did a very good job on this. I always liked this one just because the transformation was so different. Like the whole centerpiece of his body becomes the chest, and and I just love the details and the paint on his chest and everything. I think they did a phenomenal job with this one. It's not my favorite car out of the three. It's probably my second favorite out of the three, but they really knocked this out. And just pulling the curtains back, when we recorded the last episode, right when we finished, we saw this announced, and so I'm glad we were able to cover it. I think they did a tremendous job on this. This looks really good.
I agree. I think this looks great. I love all the detail work in the chest. I like the silhouette, which I know they didn't make, but still, I think they did a great job with that. My only concern is that waist to chest connection. That looks very thin, and I hope it's not, because Xtransbots does not have a good reputation when it comes to thin parts. But I do think it looks very good. I love the colors and stuff. And here's the alt mode, which is cool, and I do think this is one of the better attack modes, Cybertronian modes, whatever. I think it looks really cool with the radar dish and then the two guns on the side. It's simple, it's still effective, and it looks like it could still be functional. So yeah, I think this is really cool.
I had this set as a kid, and I hated the attack mode because I was like, he couldn't determine if he wanted to transform completely or not. And this was something that we kind of saw on the cartoon, so it fits in. Like sometimes they'll halfway transform. What again, because I'm rewatching it, it reminds me of when Octane kind of halfway transformed and his head popped up in his vehicle mode. And so yeah, they did it before in the cartoon, but this looks so clean in the full alt mode, and I love the pop-up lights and stuff. This is so nice. I really like that. I even like the blue windows.
Yeah, if it's good, I'll be interested in some of the repaints if those ever come out.
I'm definitely in for the repaints.
Yep. And
we know they're coming out.
Well, I don't think they came out with as many for the Yamaguchi that they said they were.
They came out with 3 figures for it.
Yeah, but they showed off, and they're probably still on pre-order, like 6. Same thing with the first one. There was more colors out there that haven't come out.
No, the first one came out with like 6 because I have.
No, it came out with 3, 4. Because the yellow ones were almost identical, besides a few little things. Then there were 2 red ones, a red one and a white one. But I think there were more, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was like a green one. But I know this one had the mint.
This one has a green one. This one has the mint green one.
If that comes out, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm getting that one.
Moving on to something that you could slap a lot of paint on, but it still don't look good. What do you think of Zeta EX05 Arc?
I think this looks good in the bot mode. The bot mode looks really, really good. The paint looks really good. Her head looks too small, but I think it looks really good. The colors on this look really damn good, and I like how everything is the whatever you call them, the thrusters on her back, those look solid and clean. I don't have this figure. I have heard this figure's trash, but it's funny how the first picture, the right wheel looks like it's
I think they just moved it to get the arm being able to pose. I think that's it.
Yeah. So but yeah, so in bot mode it looks great. I actually really like the way this looks.
I would not say great. The head looks way too small. Something about the shoulders and arms look weird. I don't know what it is. The shoulders look way too far out and wide. But I think the rest of it's okay. I don't like the feet. Like, she's gonna stab you in the throat with her tarantula shoes from Spider-Man Tarantula. The proportions are just wonky. Everywhere you look, something looks off, and it doesn't look like it poses terribly well. So yeah, this is the worst RC when it came out. Who knows about this one? The silver, it's supposed to be a shiny version. I don't like the silver. I'd prefer it to be white, but that's what this is going for. They have to make it different so people like you buy it.
Oh, I'm not buying. I I agree. Like I started off saying the head is too small. I saw the alt mode on this thing, and I was just like, "What the hell? This is terrible."
I think this was the major point of contention with fans, is how poor this alt mode is. Like they
the front looks good.
You're correct, and then they stopped where they don't even have like a side where like the calf is, and that's not even talking about the back.
It looks like it's it looks like it's one of was it a Prowler, a Chrysler Prowler, that came out of probably a decade ago or something like that. It looks like it's related to that. Yeah, this is one that if they had a shell that clipped on, while I would still hate it, I would like that more than seeing it finished like this.
Yeah, and I also don't like the wheels just sticking out in the front. That looks weird. For RC, I know she's a hover car. I get it, but if they were maybe inlaid inside like the back wheels are, I think that might be much more pleasing to the eye.
It's just missing half of the alt mode, so yeah, it needs some help. I will be skipping on this one as well. When we talked about it, maybe a month or two ago, I hadn't looked at this before, and I was just looking at the front. I was like, oh, the front looks good. And then you mentioned it, and then some of the comments started coming in, and I was like, oh wow, wait a minute, they're missing the whole sides and rear of this. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I remember this came out along the same time as Ocular Max and Fans Toys, if I'm not mistaken. So you could see why people didn't even give this a second look.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. That was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Lastly, we have another thing that you can slap paint on it. But Bobby, do you think it looks good with all this paint?
It looks better with the paint, but I still don't like it.
Yeah. I have to agree. I don't like the gold in the face. Something's wrong with that. I don't know. The rest of it looks fine. This is the best mode that it has, in my opinion, though.
The gold on the face almost looks like it's some armor. Like it's,
okay, yeah.
So I it has jaw armor and top armor. Because you can see the silver coming through. So I don't like it, but that's what I looked at it as, and it just doesn't do it for me at all. I'm not happy with this.
Yeah. Here's the bot mode. This is the one that really doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me either. I'm like, okay, I like the red, but
Grimlock's not supposed to have a red chest, right?
No, well, I mean, I don't.
I mean, I know this isn't Grimlock, but it's a facsimile of Grimlock.
Yeah,
and that's like King Toys Predacons followed them. Their color schemes generally well. You know what I mean? There was nothing that was too crazy, which is why I think both of us enjoyed it. This is just, I'm seeing slag or sludge or something and not Grimlock.
I'm seeing Grim Unlock or something. Yeah,
Cruel Lock. There you go.
Yeah, this is definitely Dinobot cousin. I was mistaken with this Dino set. I thought that when they first showed it off, I didn't like it, and I was just like, well, you know what? I felt the same way about the Predacons. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in on them. I haven't been really that happy with them.
Yeah, and this is the chug scaled one, I believe, still. So keep that in mind. And here it is with a giant gun. It's huge. And he comes with his tail becomes a sword, and he has an axe. So here's the combine mode as well as all of them. And this is why I say it's the chug scaled one, is Breakhorn isn't completed. So I'm assuming this is chug scaled.
Yeah.
What do you think of the combine mode?
That actually looks good. I actually like the gold around the head. It looks like Grimlock's crown. Mm-hmm. I think that the face on the chest looks really menacing. All those teeth look really menacing, and then also seeing the red teeth that are on the side. I like the way they did that. The gold and the red. I like that a lot. That looks really good. But otherwise, this is one that I probably would want to put in combined mode so far.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think the combined mode looks good too. I don't know why. I see all these ridges and stuff, but it looks so flat to me besides the dino head. Like, it looks all on one plane. And maybe because I'm used to the King Toys Razor Claw, and that had layers upon layers upon layers of different stuff, and this just looks very flat. The head looks fine. It doesn't do anything. None of the Volcanicus heads are like, wow, that one's awesome. They're all just like, okay, yeah, it's what it is. And it's the same thing with this. So I'm glad I didn't really, I'm not getting... Definitely not getting this one, but I'm not getting the MP one either. I'll leave that all up to you.
Yeah, this is, you don't win them all kind of purchases.
Definitely not. I'm good with the pterodactyl, swoop, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
Swoopadactyl.
At least, I think that's probably my least favorite. So, well, no.
I think the rest look... I think that one looks the best out of all of them.
Oh, no, that break horn is amazing.
It's cool, but...
And Stegosero was amazing as well.
Stegosero looks the worst to me. Not this version, but the MP version, because it looks so bland. There's like no color. It's all gold and silver. I don't like that.
Yeah. But, pick these up if you want them. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about these.
Well, it sure sucks that you're going to be buying all the King Toys combiners, and they're all going to be so weird.
That's what King Toys does. It's weird. So
yeah, and they just hit gold with Predaking, and then they're sucked you in, and now you're going to get like a 3-wheel drag strip.
Stop wishing this evil on me.
We'll be right back with what's incoming and recently released. Moving into incoming, we're going to take a look at Great Work Studio, which I guess is finally the company that's doing this Predaking TV01 Claw via a Baidu user. And it still looks good.
Pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I think it looks good. And I saw the size and I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely going to work.
Yeah, I think it... Size-wise, fits perfectly with, I believe it's Craftsman Toys Computron.
Yep.
And I think they work with Magic Squares. I'm assuming that's Magic Squares Onslaught. I don't remember if any other company did that. I think that's a good size. I've always seen the Predacons as larger because of G1, so I like that. Soundwave, maybe should be a little bit taller, but, different lines do different things. And it's pretty big. It's bigger than a Hasbro Deluxe for... the same price, I believe. Yeah, same exact price nowadays. So,
yeah. This looked good, and I am. After we talked about it last episode, and we're able to see what it looks like combined, I was like, yeah, I'm in for this.
Yeah. Let's get into recently released, and first we have something that would steal all your money if it came out in the US, and that is a 86 Devastator gift box. So you get a G1 retro gift box with an exclusive sleeve, 7 acrylic pendants that are the 6 Constructicons and Devastator, a die-cast Devastator pin, G1 toy-inspired stickers, and this really cool backpack. If you went to a con and this was available, you would totally pick this up.
I would have to know what I was buying.
Wouldn't even matter. You'd probably just pick it up. You'd be like, that's so cool. It comes with a backpack. I can walk around with it. And it comes with the G1 style box. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
It would have to come with a G1, initial G1 80s price tag, too.
No, you'd pick it up. Don't even lie.
I do like this, and I like all the things that it came with or comes with. And if it was what the price is for picking it up now in Walmart or whatever, and it came with all this stuff, then yes, I would have been in. But for some absorbent amount, probably not.
Yeah. So TCP, go ahead and make some backpacks to go with your exclusives.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'd be using that backpack for much more than if I picked this up at the show. That's a awkward looking backpack.
That's all you need to do. Next up, from Bobby's email to your eyes, the Skybound sets are shipping. We did get confirmation from a lot of our members that their compendiums have been shipped and delivered, and very cool.
I am so excited about this. I have to clean off a shelf to put all this stuff on, because I did go with the Unicron set, and there's a lot in it, and there's so much in it that I don't even remember everything that's in it. So this is going to be a very, very interesting delivery. Let me know if you guys want to see an unboxing of this stuff, you know, and I'll
let us know about that. And looks like you got some reading to do.
Oh, shit.
Next up, we have a DNA Designs teaser. I think this is supposed to go on Just Announced, but we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. It's Barricade and Alpha Trion.
Please help Alpha Trion. That's...
Next up, Ocular Max's Perfection Series Deletus is out. So I don't know if you already have yours shipped, but it should ship. And here are all of them together. I believe it's Xtransbots, Fans Toys, 01 Studio, and then Ocular Max.
Yes, it's we understand the all-in-one. You can definitely tell how small it's going to be, and then you can tell how big 01 Studio is going to be,
because that's not even including the hip for 01 Studios and Fans Toys.
Yeah,
I guess and Xtransbots too. There's still going to be a joint up there. So.
Yeah, it's still going to connect to something, but 01 Studios is huge, and I am excited about all of these. You know, in the big scheme of things, I'm excited about all of these. I mean, just look at the variation just across, like, you know, no one looks the same, and that's
I think
good.
Fans Toys and Ocular Max are fairly similar.
They are,
but they're different at the same time.
Right.
But I confused them when I first looked at these. I thought the Fans Toys was Ocular Max.
Oh wow.
I mean, it looks it looked the same, and then I'm like, oh, the smaller one. Okay, got it. Xtransbots, obviously Xtransbots, and 01 Studios just looks the best, so I knew that's which one it was.
Yeah. So here's, you know, I believe in the comments somebody asked, like, what are all the different Devastators, and here's 4. Then there's also Deformation Space, and of course Dreamstar. I always say Deformation
and Mecha Invasion
and Hasbro. So, you know, those were the 7 out there, and yeah, you can literally pick your flavor. I mean, whatever you like or don't like, there's something that comes close to, if you know, maybe it doesn't hit it exactly for you, but you know, there's a bunch of different styles here that you can go with.
Yeah. Moving on to this, we've got the Iron Factory IFEX44FG City Commander, which is the little guy. The little bot is what's new, and then you can put it in your the battle armor that I think came out years and years ago, if I'm reading this correctly. I think it's cool. It looks like Orion Pax, but Ultra Magnus colored, and it doesn't have a faceplate, so that's why it really reminds me of that. Yeah, it's interesting.
It is interesting. When I initially saw the alt mode, I thought about Rook from Combiner Wars.
Okay.
I would like to see this in Masterpiece scale, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks chunky. It looks... The bot mode looks, both versions look good. In alt mode, it looks like somebody was building some stuff with some Legos.
Yeah. It looks Cybertronian, but a little too far. Like a box with wheels.
Yeah.
And not even functional.
Yeah.
But still, it looks good. It looks good for what it is. I'm assuming this is based off of a comic.
We're both assuming, because the only way you can tell what is because the colors. Like I think that's a grill because it's red, and I think that's, you know, windshield because it's blue.
Yeah,
and those are tires because they're black.
At the top of the windshield. I don't know.
It's two. It's a double. It's the sunroof. The blue at the top is the
Doesn't even
sunroof.
have a windshield.
You know,
because the blue's the same as the body. Like, who knows? But I still think these are cool. If this is your cup of Energon, go pick it up.
Yep.
Well, that is everything we have for you. So, Bobby, why don't you run down all the stuff they need to watch out for?
Oh, man. Busy time. So please go ahead and send in any questions that you have. If you're not able to meet us for the live on Monday with Robeson, again, we'll be having Logan on, and that's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Again, that will be live. So very excited about that. Hope you guys can join us for that. Also, if you have any hauls, definitely send those in. We'll be doing our hauls, fan appreciation as well. So any dioramas, artwork, custom figures, anything like that, please go ahead and send that stuff in. And you can send those, all of that information to botversecon@gmail.com. Also, please go check out our holiday shirts. We have t-shirts and sweatshirts, so definitely go check out the link. There it is right there. Stay tuned for reviews that we're going to be doing. I kind of have a voice, so stay tuned for that mask review. I still have not opened up my mask toys from loyal subjects, and so we're definitely looking forward to doing that. And a bunch of other stuff coming as we're closing out 2025. We'll do our best and worst figures of the year that we actually picked up. So there was probably some figures that may or may not have made the list, and it's because we don't own it. But with that, I think that's all we have left. And geez, that's a lot.
Yes. Before your voice goes out like it just sounded, go ahead and say it.
To all debates are won. We'll see you all next time.